Have you ever done something and know you shouldn't, but you do it anyway because you just can't resist? It's 99.7 EJX. So over the weekend, I was talking to a friend and talking about how they are wanting to go grab some ice cream. I mean, it was not a uncommon conversation. It was like, hey, what are you up to? I was thinking about grabbing some ice cream. I'm like, aren't you lactose intolerant? Yeah. Okay. Isn't that
sometimes though you just got to know you're going to pay for it?
Isn't that an issue?
Yeah. I'm prepared for the consequences.
And they go, yeah. And you know, takes some precaution, like takes some like Lactaid or whatever, you know, thing to help a little bit with the lactose intolerance, but still just can't resist. Again, can't resist.
Sometimes it's worth it.
Loves dairy.
Yeah.
Loves ice cream.
Ice cream is delicious.
And it was one of those things that, and I don't know, I'm not a doctor. Uh-huh. But is that a thing that can happen later on? Like you can develop it later on, or is that something that you're born with?
Well, I don't know if that falls in the category because sometimes you can develop an allergy to something that you weren't allergic to before.
Right. I know that
my dad's allergic to stuff that he wasn't allergic to before.
Right. And well, one of my wife's bandmates developed, I guess, celiac disease.
Celiac disease, yeah.
Yeah. And that's where you've got to
gluten.
Right. Gluten is a no-no. But that was a thing where she had to literally learn after years of loving bread.
Yeah.
How to be without. And
yeah, there's a lot of gluten-free options out there now, though, which is good. And a lot of restaurants offer gluten-free menus. You just got to have to ask for it.
And they all taste terrible.
Not all of it.
It all tastes terrible.
The only
thing that's gluten-free that's good is pretzels. Gluten-free pretzels are the bomb.
Not true. Gluten is delicious, but there are some really tasty options now. They've come a long way.
But we were just, I was just thinking, is this a normal thing that people who maybe have lactose intolerance just can't get enough of the delicious ice cream? Because
it's not that you just can't get enough. It's like you just don't want to completely cut it out of your life. Like there are times where you're just like, it's going to be worth it. I just need that tasty ice cream. And I know I'm going to pay for it.
I'm going to pay for it later, but man.
Yes, but sometimes hashtag worth it. I mean, think about it. If the family goes out for ice cream, you don't want to be left out, right? And then going to an ice cream place and not getting the ice cream.
But can't you just do
difficult.
Something like is sherbet or you know whatever that other stuff
yogurt
is.
Frozen yogurt.
Well, no, yogurt has dairy.
Okay. Well, yeah, no, there's not a lot of, I don't know if I haven't looked into the non-dairy ice cream options. I'm sure they exist.
But yeah, I know.
But yes, I mean, could you completely cut ice cream out of your life? Okay, then.
But no, I feel very thankful that I don't have any like allergies or diseases like celiac disease or something like that.
Yeah.
Or a condition that makes it so I can't enjoy a certain type of food. Now, I will say I haven't been tested for a long time, so maybe there is something that I'm just chalking up to being, that one didn't sit well.
Well, I was going to say, here's the test. You just start paying attention. If you start feeling real bad after eating something, you know, more than once, then you might be onto something. Now, Audrina says, good morning, Ben and Kelly. Yes, it's very much common as you grow older. I'm not lactose intolerant exactly. I'm mainly allergic to dairy instead, where it patches up my esophagus.
Ugh.
But it's hard to stay away from dairy. I need my ice cream, Ben. Listen to you guys on the way to school right now.
I could see how, especially if you developed it later, how that would just be terrible.
Devastating. Devastating.
Like, I love bread things. I don't know what gluten is, but it's delicious.
Uh-huh.
And if I discovered that now all of a sudden I couldn't have it, that would be such an adjustment in my diet.
Well, yeah, a comedian, remember back in the day, comedian John Panette was in our studio talking about this very
Oh my
thing.
gosh, he has a
whole bit on it.
hysterical segment on this.
Yes.
He's
Because
like-
that was his real life. Like, he was supposed to stay away from gluten. And
when the
he wasn't
doctor
very
told
good
him
at
that,
it.
and he was like, "Are you sure it's just not cancer?"
Yeah, exactly. Like, that is, oh, bless his heart. R.I.P. John Panette.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I know. Jessica says my teenage son lactose intolerant, and he still eats dairy when he really wants it, especially
Yeah.
ice cream. It's that ice cream.
It's the ice cream that does everybody in.
She said, unfortunately, it caused plenty of flatulence, so the rest of us have to suffer as well.
Oh, no.
Man, it just wrecks you.
Oh, it does
Oh,
make
it just
you
wrecks
gassy.
you.
I feel like it makes everybody gassy, not
I-
just people who are kind of lactose intolerant. I feel like.
But I thought as I was talking to them, I'm like, okay, and you know that it's going to mess you up. Yep, I do.
Do you think? But did you have to point that out to them though?
No,
Do you
no,
think
no,
that you
no,
had
no.
to
They
point
know.
that out to them?
They know.
It's like
They know.
you just know when you're confronted with that. You know in your head, oh, he's going to pay for that later. But you don't point that out.
Well, I did.
Let's not next time.
Well, I won't. Well, maybe I will next
Is that going to
time.
hurt your tummy? Aren't you going to destroy the bathroom after that?
Are you going to destroy it? I didn't say that. Hey, are you going to have a date with the bathroom in about 25 minutes?
How quickly do you pay for that? Is it going to be like immediately? Is the ice cream shop going to be on notice?
Oh my gosh. Are you going to be able to make it home?
And see, those are the things we don't ask about. We just let them figure that out.
But Kelly, now that you've said that, these are going to be probing questions.
You should stop yourself from asking it, though. You should exert some self-control. Let them
Kelly,
figure that out. It's bad enough they have to live with that condition, let alone be called out on it by you.
Kelly, you've known me a long time.
Yes, and I'm trying to stop you from yourself.
I don't think at this point in my
I'm
life.
trying to be that little angel on your shoulder saying, shut up, Ben. Shut it. Shut it down. Stop asking the questions.
Take my thumb and my middle finger and flick you right off.
You flick me right off your shoulder.
All right. So anyways, so I guess that is a normal thing. A lot of
That's
people.
a normal thing.
All right.
Yes.
I'm just going to go ahead and
Sometimes you
chalk
just
that one.
have to pay the
You
consequences.
just got to pay the piper. Like, yep. I know it's going to be rough in a little
It's gonna
bit,
do
but
me in, but it's
gonna
gonna be hashtag worth it.
Good while it lasts.
Yeah.